What's up, guys? Steel Frodo here. I have nothing to do. In fact, right now, all of my videos that were redirect videos are in the process of being sent to a new home, and I'm just kind of killing time until I absolutely have to go fix the redirect links, which is going to be a whole nother fun little project. But while I was kind of sitting here not doing anything, I had an idea because I was finishing up drumming. I came over to check on a project that I had worked on a little while ago that I filmed that I'm going to be editing soon and posting once everything here is sorted. And I figured every time I do a tech video that has to do with one of my Macs or one of my computers in general, I usually get asked, do you own any other computers other than Macs? How many computers do you own? I had somebody on social media go, you should, do a tour, or not a tour, but like, I'm going to turn it into a tour, but I was, asking you should do or show how many computers you have and stuff like that. So I figured while I'm waiting for videos to upload, I might as well make another video because you can't have enough content. So I'm going to show you guys all the computers I have. Now, the two that I'm not going to show because there's nothing to show, they're up in my room, are my MacBook Pro, 2015 MacBook Pro that has had some issues with kernel panicking. I'm still trying to fix that. And my Hackintosh, where the Wi-Fi card is dying. The water pump recently died on the cooling system, so I had to get another one. But that's my daily driver, is the Hackintosh, which most people have called me crazy for, but I do it anyway. And then the MacBook Pro is for my on-the-go stuff. But I have a couple other Macs and a couple other computers in general that I tend to mess around with. I try to collect older computers, so I'm going to show you guys those now. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. So starting off on the opposite side of where I was just filming, which is the couch, I have my 2009 iMac sitting on top of some, I don't know what year this is. It's an old RCA television, and the reason I have this is because I have all of these consoles. Now, these are obviously not computers, but these are all my video game consoles. We've got an original Sega Master System, the Halo 1 Edition Xbox One, as well as an NES, Super Nintendo, N64, GameCube, Sega Genesis, Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, and PlayStation 2, and a dead Xbox over there along with all my games. But this is the big one. This is the iMac. The reason I have this up on the TV is because it's actually hooked up around back to an Elgato card, so I can actually switch between all the different consoles over here, and I can switch between them and record them all at the same time with this, masterpiece of wiring back here. That's not a fire hazard at all. Don't question it. And these drives around back here, oh, get my hand in the shot. All these drives around back here are for a project that I recently did, and it looks like they all disconnected. That's awesome. So, yeah, and I've got only one cord running out of the back of this for power, and of course all the mess of stuff here, and then everything else is over Bluetooth. So that's the first one. This is the most modern of my old iMac collections because this is the first iMac that they did in all aluminum. So this was actually given to me by some folks that didn't want it anymore, and they said, hey, if you collect old Macs, you'll love what we've got. The hard drive doesn't work and everything. So they graciously gave this to me. And normally this is like a $300 Mac on eBay, and they just kind of gave it to me. So yeah, now all the screen's all purple because of the video's all purple because of the screen. But yeah, this is the first one, and every single drive in my RAID disconnected. That's awesome. All right, let's move on. So still sitting over in the corner after my last project where I was trying to fix this is my iMac. It's buried in tools now, and I've still got my little Pro mouse on top, or not Pro mouse, this is just the mouse. The keyboard has wandered off somewhere, so I'm gonna have to find that. I've still got the IDE cable. So if you guys watched my how not to work on a 20-year-old iMac video, you'll recognize this one. This is a 1998 iMac 1,1. This is running off of a G3 processor. It's old as hell. I just kicked something. I bought this I bought this sight unseen from a coworker for 50 bucks. He said he hadn't touched it in over 10 years. I brought it downstairs, I plugged it in, it booted right up, but it was running Mac OS 8.1, I think it was, or 8.3, one of the two. And so I've been trying since I've bought it to get a working disk drive in it, because the disk drive is the only thing that's broken. Get a new disk drive and upgrade this thing to Mac OS 10, and you can see It's not in, ow, keep kicking that stove. It's not in bad shape. I'm gonna try to show you around the back here. It's not in bad shape. It's missing its little I/O door where the ports are, but most of them of this age are. I've yet to find one in good shape with the door. You've got a handle up top here because they figured you'd be carrying this thing around. It's 40 pounds, by the way. And the really cool little bubble Apple logo. I love that thing. So, yeah, this is probably one of my favorites in my collection just because it's so old and yet it still functions. So, yeah, that's the 1998 iMac. Coming over to this mess of a room, this is where I drum. But over here are all my dead and forgotten projects or, you know, working computers buried in other stuff. So I do have something that isn't a Mac. It's a, God, what is this? Ugh. This is a Dell Dimension 2600, 2400, oh God. I don't even know why this used to work. It's not happy right now, so yeah, this was given to me by my grandparents because they said it was broken and I was like 13. They gave it to me and I had it working in their living room in like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. So that was given to me. There's the side panel. And yeah, and then over here, this is one of several pieces I have lying around from an old iMac G4. I'm trying to collect another one because I got this one given to me by my mom's coworker, and yeah, I let the smoke out of it. There's up there is actually the panel. Yeah, that was not fun. So yeah, I wish I had a G4 still. If you guys know or have any leads on an old iMac G4, let me know. I'd be happy to buy it from you. Oh God, this mess here. All right, that is from, that's a laptop cooler from something. Oh, I was saying about that G4. This is the, I think this is the display. Yeah, this is the display panel for that G4. It's shot, so I don't know why I still have it. Oh, because I can't find an e-recycling place for it, so yeah, that's fun. And I've got a box for one of my routers. I've got another router here that's old and not really worth my time anymore, so there's that. Some hard drives. I think that one's actually down there. I think this is an IDE drive. Yep, IDE. What is this? Quantum Fireball. I think that was like, what, 20 gigs? 20.4, pardon me. Walking around looking at some of these, I found this. This is an old Gateway monitor. I think it's like a 20-inch, maybe 17-inch monitor. I actually remember getting this because this was, I think at a yard sale they wanted 20 bucks for it. I was just like, I need a monitor. I'll do 20 bucks because I think it was actually hooked up to that Dell. And I don't use it much anymore because some of the pixels along the top started dying, but I did put a poser sticker on top for some reason. I think that was after I went to my first RTX and they had poser stickers and they were handing those out. And then over there, there's another monitor I just realized as I was talking. Those are drum rings. And I think this one was actually free. I think I got this for free along with a computer or something. No, I bought this when a shop was closing down and they wanted like 50 bucks for it, and I convinced them that I could give them like I think $40 or $35 for it, and it's pretty bad. It's got terrible viewing angles. It's not great. I think they're both VGA monitors too, so they're not great. Down there, which I don't know if you can really see that too well, this is, what is this? Oh gosh, oh, that's got screws in it. Okay, we'll tip it up then. Oh, Compaq. Presario. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, this was a project of mine way back, and if you notice, the internals are held in with tape, and it looks like they haven't fared too well. That is an Xbox original inside there, and yeah, I thought that I would be able to fit an Xbox original inside. Oh, the power supply fell off the top. That's why. Yeah, that didn't go too well. But I gave it a shot. I put an Xbox original inside of a PC case, and now I just have an empty PC case. Well, a PC case with useless hardware in it. So, yeah, you win some, you lose some. I found the keyboard while I was looking for something else. This is a wired version of what most people remember as the this is the wired version of what most people remember as the wireless keyboard from Apple. And this, this is actually the lid. This is the cover for the bottom PC section of the iMac G4 that I had, and I I put it on my head one time and put a picture on YouTube, on Twitter, saying I am Mac Man. That was something. So I have some PC keyboards and stuff. The original box for the Mighty Mouse. Was this the Mighty Mouse? I think yes, Mighty Mouse. So yeah, there's that and the Elgato box. So yeah, this is actually usually a little cleaner. I've got some lights here, some trifold board, and my green screen, and this is where I film my reviews, which I actually wrapped one up recently, so yeah, keep an eye out for that. I gotta finish up some stuff for some partnership info, and then I'll be good to go. And yeah, I got two giant halogen lights here, and these actually light my front, and then these, or well, that is an LED one that just lights the green screen so that it actually looks decent. So yeah, and this is actually the one that kind of started the whole collecting Macs thing. This is a 2006 white plastic iMac with the Core 2 Duos in it, or single Core 2 Duo rather. It's the one that came with this mouse. It came with this mouse. I don't know if it originally shipped with it. I don't think it did, but I have the original remote here that I got from Frederick Community College. The guy that I worked for there actually had one of these lying around, and he goes, if you want it, you can have it, and just stick it to the side. It's got a little magnet on the side. It just clips right in there and holds, and it's fully functional. I don't think I have... oh, yeah, duh, this isn't plugged in. That'd be helpful. But it does work, to my knowledge. It worked the last time I touched it. Oh, come on, plug it. There we go. Does it? Maybe not. Yeah, it works. Still works, but yeah, I got this for my birthday forever ago, and I figured, well, I'll work on it and make it work, and it works. So worked right out of the box, actually, and it's running the latest version of whatever it could run. So I think it's like macOS 10.5, 10.6 maybe. I don't think it was Lion. It might have been Lion. I don't think it was Mountain Lion, but anyway. Yeah, so it's running that, and yeah, this is probably the oldest one in my collection. Well, it's the one that's been in my collection the longest, I'll put it that way. So, yeah, the oldest one in my collection is, of course, the 98. So you know how with car guys, they always have, like, these cases or, you know, toolboxes full of extra bolts, screws, and all that? I'm a computer guy. I have a just giant briefcase of, I think that's a switch. What is this, 10 to 100 switch? If that, I don't even think this is a 10 to, oh gosh, this isn't even a 10 to 100. This is bad. An old switch, some power supplies, lots of cords, and something in here. What is this? Oh, it's a Netgear. No, it's a Belkin router, oh my gosh. Yeah, some of this could probably spare to go in the trash, but coax cable? Why do I have a coax cable in here? Whatever. Yeah, so that's my little extra tools, well, extra cables, briefcase thing. I have not gone through here in a while. I actually found this. This is the original iPod dock, the universal dock that worked with like a bunch of old iPods. Rest in peace, iPods. But I think, oh, and this is an upgrade processor for a Power Mac G4, I believe. I don't have a G4 right now, so this is kind of just waiting in the wings. Anyway, I think this actually has, yes, it's got all the adapters for all the different iPods, and then the dock would be over there. I don't know where the dock got to, though, but yeah, interesting. Then over here, this is an old, or not old, it's actually a fairly modern but really underpowered Dell Inspiron. It's a mini PC that I bought from Best Buy when my old boss was working there. It was sitting there open box for like $75, and I said, how much do you want? And he goes, take it off my shelf for like $40 or something. So I haven't found a use for it yet, but it's cool to have. It's got a USB 3 port, as well as, I think those are USB, no, those are 2s on the back. HDMI display port, that's not bad. Yeah, I don't even know what the power supply is for it, so that'll be something. Alrighty guys, so I hope you enjoyed this tour of, not really a tour, but just kind of like showing the Macs that I do, or the computers that I do have. I don't know what the tally was. I'll put a tally right there next to the Redskins pendant. It's a lot. I might have a problem, but yeah, so I mean, I'm always collecting. I want to collect more of them. I want to get a G4 in here, the iMac G4. I want to get a Power Mac G4, or one of the old plastic desktops. I want to get the Mac Pro or the Power Mac G5, one of the two, the big aluminum chassis ones. And I definitely want to get an original Mac at some point, like the original Macintosh, or at least the Macintosh Classic that came back out in '94. One of those. But that's my collection. I hope some of my videos have uploaded in the time it took me to make this video and record this video and the whole 9 yards. But yeah, lots of cables, lots of screens, lots of parts, lots of history in my whole time collecting computer parts and computers. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Just a random video to ease the boredom while videos get uploaded. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to be there and have a good one.